Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Most people towards the end of the year usually come up with their New Year resolutions. But oftentimes you find out that they are unable to keep up with those New Year resolutions. They fail in respecting and obeying those New Year resolutions. Why do you think this is so? And how can they come out of that?
Thank you very much. New Year resolutions done in a haphazard manner or take anybody anywhere. You want to have New Year resolutions. It's part of the planning process we're talking about. They must be well thought out. They must fix into the gamut of your planning. They must be realistic. They must be objective. They must be achievable. So you don't just jump into New Year resolutions without even thinking of where am I coming from? What do I want to change? What do I desire? And how will I get there? If you don't put those paradigms in place, no resolution will work. And resolution is not a one-day thing. It's not a 1 week. It's something you have to work on consistently. Set timelines. From January to February, I want to have been able to achieve this. You set it and you monitor it. March, April, May, I need to have achieved this. These are the resources I need to put in place to achieve these goals and aspirations. Do I have them? No, I don't have them. How do I source them? So you don't put yourself under pressure. You don't set resolutions without a thorough understanding of where you're coming from and a thorough identification of where you are headed. Once you do a mismatch, those resolutions will never see the light of the day. And these are the kind of things that lead to frustrations. So to avoid being frustrated, to avoid just having resolutions that are good on paper and cannot be achievable, they must be well thought out, they must be well planned, and they must be measured. They must be monitored and corrective action. They are not things you just wake up and say, these are my New Year resolutions. Just like I told you, people jump into church at 1st December, say they want to pray their way into 1st January. As soon as they step out of the church, they start doing the things that are opposite to the resolutions that they thought. They didn't make any resolutions. They just wishful thinking. Wishful thinking must be different, clearly separated from resolutions. Resolutions are planned. They leave the realm of wishful thinking because you must put light. You must be able to dimension, this is where I'm coming from. This is where I want to be. And these are the things I need to do to get there. When you're not doing those things, you seek help. If you need to seek help, you seek help. If you are jailing, and you are doing the things and you're not getting results, you can seek help.
Okay.
That's
all right.
The surest
now, during a festive period, people tend to spend so much money, sometimes buying things that they don't need. What is the best way to curtail expenses during a festive period?
That's a tricky one. A lot of people are, they say, well, I have to enjoy myself no matter what is happening, no matter what life. If life throws lemon at you, they say you make lemonade. So some people are impulsive buyers. Some people, they like the feel-good factor. But in all of this, your finances must be planned. You don't want to pay rent in January and you embark frivolous spending for Christmas and New Year, knowing that your landlord is coming to knock your door in January to pay your rent. So it's all got to do with planning. If you're saving up to pay your rent in January, then you will be frugal. You will not end up dissipating all the money you have. You need to pay school fees. So where the planning comes in is, as an individual, you have a personal budget. You know your income. You know your expenditure. You have scrutinized it. And you have factored in all your expenses and what you need to do. So this, your spending during festive season, must also be factored into this, your your budget, prepare, for your own understanding of how much you require, where you are going to get it, and how you are going to spend it. How much you require, how you are going to source it, and how you are going to spend it. When you've now find out that you are running a budget deficit, like country Nigeria has running budget deficit forever, when you discover it, then you begin to reorder your priorities. And if cutting down on excessive spending during the Yuletide is what would help, then nobody needs to tell you, unless you want to be irresponsible. If you're not going to pay school fees because you want to go to the beach, you have to choose your priority. You have to choose your poison. If going to the beach is better than paying your children's school fees, then it shows the level of reasonability. It shows what your priorities are. So choose your priorities, choose them wisely to be able to plan finances so that you don't spend all your money doing what will not give you the satisfaction at the end of the day. Don't use your money to buy stress and then complain that things are so tough when you are supposed to measure, to weigh your priorities and then spend less on things that will give you less value, things that are not in consonance with your priorities.